हेलो दोस्तों, आपका एक बार फिर से स्वागत है। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हेल्पिंग अदर्स में। चलिए, आज का हमारा डिस्कशन का टॉपिक होगा इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर्स। आजकल की प्रॉब्लम है कि लोग कॉलेज में पढ़ रहे हैं, इंजीनियरिंग कर रहे हैं, लेकिन लोगों को पता नहीं है कि हमें अच्छा इंजीनियर बनने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए। समटाइम्स इट हैपेंस दैट आइदर यू कैन गो फॉर द प्राइवेट जॉब। प्राइवेट जॉब में जाना है तो प्राइवेट जॉब में आपको कोर कंपनी में जाना आजकल बहुत मुश्किल की बात होती है, क्योंकि कोर कंपनी में जाने के लिए आपको उस काइंड ऑफ रिलेटेड फील्ड आपको नॉलेज होनी चाहिए। तो बहुत लोग बात करते हैं हमारे व्यूअर्स के कमेंट्स पे। आज मैं बताना चाहता हूँ कि इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग में जाने के लिए अगर आप कोर में जाना चाहते हैं, गेट के लिए आप इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है यार। समटाइम्स से होता है कि लोग गेट के लिए अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाते हैं, लोग हमेशा गेट के लिए नहीं जाना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि गेट पे जाने के लिए हमें रिस्क होता है। आजकल PSUs में इतना ज़्यादा क्राउड हो गया है कि गेट में जा नहीं सकते हैं। अगर पेपर किया आपके आउट ऑफ 170-80 मार्क्स नहीं आते हैं, आपको PSUs में ही नहीं मिलेंगे। अगर PSUs नहीं मिलती हैं तो आपको फिर से M.Tech करना होता है। लोग हायर स्टडीज़ नहीं कर जाना चाहते हैं, हायर स्टडीज़ अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते हैं। तो उसके लिए सबसे बड़ा ऑप्शन होता है कि अगर हमें प्राइवेट जॉब के लिए जाना है, जस्ट आफ्टर B.Tech हमें कोर कंपनी में जॉब करना है, तो कोर कंपनी में जॉब करने के लिए हमें क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट होती है। तो कोर कंपनी में जॉब करने के लिए जो रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि आजकल के कॉलेजेस का वो लेवल है नहीं कि हम कॉलेज को कंटिन्यू कर पाए। हम कॉलेज को कंटिन्यू करते हैं, लेकिन कॉलेज में हम सेमेस्टर क्लियर करते हैं, सेमेस्टर को पास करते हैं, लास्ट नाइट स्टडी करते हैं, होल कॉलेज में हम मस्ती करते हैं। कुछ टॉप एंड प्रीमियम इंस्टीट्यूट को छोड़ दिया जाए तो बाकी इंस्टीट्यूट का आज तो यही है कैसे कैसे परीक्षा ले लेंगे। इसलिए आज के लिए भी चल रहा है कि एग्जाम के लिए आज एग्जाम गेट को बनाया जा रहा है। गेट विल भी आ जाए एग्जिट एग्जाम, जो गेट क्लियर करेगा उसी को डिग्री मिलेगी। तो ऐसा कोई बात चल रही है, गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ सोचा हुआ है, बट अगर अभी तक ऐसा नहीं हुआ है तो अभी जो लोगों ने पूछा हुआ है, लोग जानना चाहते हैं कि अगर इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग में है तो उन्हें क्या क्या प्रिपेयर करने की जरूरत होती है कि उन्हें अच्छे से किसी प्राइवेट फर्म में, किसी MNCs में, किसी अच्छी जगह पे कोर में जॉब मिल सके, ताकि उन्हें सेल्स में ना जाना पड़े, मार्केटिंग के लिए नहीं जाना पड़े, कुछ भी ना करना पड़े। इफ दे हैड डन देयर B.Tech इन इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग, डेफिनेटली दे शुड गो फॉर सम गुड इलेक्ट्रिकल कंपनी। सो हम स्टार्ट करते हैं कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल स्टार्ट करते हैं कि हमें क्या बेसिक नॉलेज होनी चाहिए इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग की, जिससे कि हम किसी कंपनी में जॉब कर सकें। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सबसे पहले कि इलेक्ट्रिकल के बेसिक्स की बात की जाए तो आपको अगर किसी इलेक्ट्रिकल कंपनी में जाना चाहते हैं तो आपको इलेक्ट्रिकल के बेसिक्स आपको अच्छे से क्लियर होने चाहिए। इलेक्ट्रिकल के बेसिक्स की बात आती है तो कोर सब्जेक्ट की बात आती है कि जो हम 9th 10th 11th 12th से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं कि बेसिक्स आपको फिजिक्स, बेसिक्स हमको मैथमेटिक्स हमारी क्लियर होनी चाहिए किसी कंपनी में जाने के लिए। एंड जब इलेक्ट्रिकल की बात आती है तो सबसे पहली बात आती है नेटवर्क तो आपका बेसिक नॉलेज होनी चाहिए। नेटवर्क, how the resistance, impedance, capacitance is working, and how the network, if it is connected to the network, how will you solve, how the iota is working, and the resistance and capacitance working, omega c how you are calculated, how you are calculating the frequency, what is the working frequency is in India, can we change the frequency, can sometimes we are changing the frequency। तो बेसिक चीज जो ये सब है, ये सब की अच्छी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए। एटलीस्ट यू शुड हैव गुड नॉलेज ऑफ द नेटवर्क। नेक्स्ट बात आती है कि नेटवर्क बाद हमारा जो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट होता है मशीन। आजकल कोई सी इंडस्ट्री हो, ऑटोमेशन इंडस्ट्री हो, ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री हो, कोई सी भी इंडस्ट्री हो, वहाँ पे मशीन का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस होता है। हर जगह मोटर यूज करते हैं, ड्राइव यूज करते हैं, सर्वो मोटर यूज करते हैं, VFD यूज करते हैं। मोटर्स को कंट्रोल करने के लिए VFD यूज करते हैं, वेरिएबल फ्रीक्वेंसी ड्राइव। वो अब जमाना गया। हम पुराने जमाने पे हम क्या करते थे कि हम पोल वेरी करके, रजिस्टर एड करके हम फ्रीक्वेंसी को स्पीड को हम कंट्रोल करते थे। अभी स्पीड कंट्रोल के लिए ओनली VFD यूज किए जाते हैं इंडस्ट्री। तो वो सब बेसिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट जो कि हमारे इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग यूज होते हैं, वो सब की हमें बेसिक नॉलेज होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारा मशीन में आता है। मशीन में और भी आ जाता है ट्रांसफार्मर इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग विच इज यूजिंग फॉर wide range of the industries. Every place you want to see that started from the small equipment to big companies, they are using the transformer. You should have at least good command and transformer. You should have good knowledge, you should have good proficiency in that transformer field. And then that point of view, that machine is very important. Then it comes to power system. If you are going to some the HVDC, that knowledge you have, that how that three-phase line working, what is the star connection, what is the delta connection, how star delta connection is using, and why that star delta connection is going to change and every time in that motor connection, drive connection, and how the neutral is working, why the single phase working, line to line working, and everything that should be completed. Next thing it comes to power electronics. Next thing is the power electronics. Power electronics is one of the most important, because that now it is in every field, every automation, and every industry we are using that power electronics thing, because along with electrical system, if you are not using that electronic system, it will not be good. For the getting some efficiency, some switching devices in the old time, we are giving some switches with the help of resistor, we are going to reduce the speed and everything. But now it is a triac, resistor, inverter, capacitor, LLC circuit, RC circuit, as a filter, EMI filter, everything we are going to use in this with the help of power electronics. If you are an electrical engineer, definitely, and you are going to work in a good industry, core industry, definitely you should have knowledge of the power electronics. If you don't have knowledge of the power electronics, then electrical engineering is best. Then you should have the good combination of the machine, power system, power electronics. These are the core subjects to what you want to go. You would have at least not. I am not going to say that you should have research in this subject. You should go for the deepest level of the subject. But basics of the subject is very clear. You should have the basic knowledge of this subject. Then you will be a good electrical engineer for the industry. And definitely you should have knowledge. And interviews they will ask questions on this only. And definitely you will get clear any kind of MNCs, any kind of core industries interview. Then it comes to these are the academic. After academic, what you do that to go get a good job in MNCs, then you can go for the electrical AutoCAD. In every electrical manufacturing production companies, at least drawing is very important. Without drawing, with a huge electrical panel, you have the system, you will the automation, and based on the drawing only. If you are not able to make drawing, for making drawing, electrical AutoCAD is one and only software that there you can just design that new drawings, and according to drawing, that production and manufacturing can work. If you don't have drawing, if you don't have good idea how to draw that in AutoCAD, then definitely you should have good knowledge about AutoCAD. If you are learning in engineering, definitely while learning this subject, you can go for electrical AutoCAD. Most of the engineering college in India, they are making a study that other things like microprocessor, microcontroller, and sometimes it's to MATLAB. They are focusing too much on MATLAB. You should learn the MATLAB. But one of the most important things is electrical AutoCAD. You should have the good knowledge of electrical AutoCAD, how to draw that drawing in electrical AutoCAD, and how to study and how to read that drawings. That is most important. So I think every electrical engineer should learn about the electrical AutoCAD. Let's just come now. All countries, all over the world, one of the most important thing is automation. Automation is widely used for every automation company. Every company, if automation is not there, every company wants automation, every machine. So first of all, it comes that PLC and SCADA. PLC that is maintained in some major companies which is having the polynomial in that PLC thing, that is Siemens, Allen Bradley, Mitsubishi. And in these companies, at least you should have good knowledge of that programming, how to program. There are lots of all PLC platforms that are using ladder programming. You have to understand how ladder programming is used, how ladder programming is performed, how it is performing, how to get download the program, how to install the program, everything that is. And if you have good knowledge of PLC, good knowledge of electrical AutoCAD, and then good knowledge of SCADA, you can survive in any core electrical company. And in upcoming world and upcoming future, there is huge scope of electrical and electronics. So good knowledge of electrical and electronics, definitely you will get good growth, good job, and everything good in that. Next it comes to that you should have at least a basic programming language to at least see it. You should know that how the programming is happening. If sometimes it leads to not, I'm not going to say that you should have good programmer. Being an electrical engineer, you should have good programmer, but at least you should have good knowledge, basic not good, but basic knowledge of programming, how programming is happening, and you will be able to implement that basic program, how to do the multiplication, calculation, that polynomial, this kind of basic program you should learn, so that you can implement it. Sometimes if it's important in the big companies to program some microprocessor, microcontrollers, that kind of programming should add. Some program software is there, you can be able to edit the software. Next it comes to equipment identification. Sometimes for the in our country, students doing the electrical engineering, pursuing the electrical engineering in the final year, but they are not able to identify that what is the equipments like voltmeter, multimeter, how to test with the multimeter, how to test the resistor, how to test the capacitor, everything. This kind of basic equipment is required to be tested and identify that how to read that resistor, what is the rating of the resistor, what is rating capacitor, and capacitor, how to test, and how to see how to be aware for the capacitor, because sometimes in the industry the big capacitors use their charge. If you touch then huge current will pass to the body. So definitely component identification should be there, and every equipment you should be able to find, and what is working of this, how it is working, how it can be tested, how we can troubleshoot. This kind of basic knowledge, basic information every electrical engineer should have, what they are getting in that their college. Then sometimes it happens that in big industry college also, that sometimes it happens if you are not able to read that how much input supply is required for this, and sometimes it happens that without knowing that the input and output supply of that equipment, that student, if some device and equipment require 24 volts, sometimes you are not able to read, and you are not going to read that how much supply, and you are just inserted a 230 volt supply, then that your equipment will get damaged. So definitely, at least if being an electrical engineer, you should have good knowledge of that input and output supply, how much current will pass through, which kind of MCB should use, how should MCB use, how to select the rating of the MCB, how to select the rating of the relay, how to select the rating of the MCB, how to select everything related to electrical engineering. So, but nowadays the colleges, they are not providing such kind of knowledge, but they are given that electrical engineering degree. So I think if you want to be a good electrical engineer, if you want to be a good in electrical, you want to job in the core industry without going a gate and everything, and then you should have in this all field what I explained in last 8 to 10 minutes. Definitely will go through that, you will study about that, definitely will get a good job and good company. Thank you so much. Keep supporting us, keep supporting the helping others. If you have any doubt, any topic you want to explanation, you want any help, you want any solution, please come and comment on a video, comment on the Facebook, comment on the Insta. Thank you so much.